post from the perimeter, missed everything, but Gaze was underneath and drew the foul. With the score 16-12, Michigan leading Seton Hall. So Higgins fouling Gaze.
See if he can get his shot off.
That was a big moment in this game.
Good evening, Australia, Native Universe. Hunch by name, hunch by nature. And I've got a hunch that this show's soon going to be going head-on with Yarn Events, a current affair. And if that happens, I'll be happy to match Yarna. Story for story, show for show, sex symbol for sex symbol. Because when it comes to being a sex kitten, I can be just as sexy as the next Yarna. And if you don't believe me, watch this. Hey, Spunky, hey, baby, get off of my cloud. Why don't you come up and see me sometime? Is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? I'm a steamroller, baby. Get your yah-yahs out. Pretty horny stuff. I'm Darren Hunch. That's life.
In the tough dog-eat-dog world of international basketball, you're competing with the best, the very best. You need strength, agility, determination, but most of all, you need legs, really long legs. The sort of legs that go from your bum all the way down. Legs that get you where you want to go, when you want to go. Legs can be the difference between getting there or not.
I can do without my deodorant, and I can do without my mum. I can even do without my balls. But I can't do without my legs.
Sportsmen on the move use and recommend legs.
I can't really do without my balls.
Well, it certainly is a great honour for me to be opening this Institute of Scientific Research here tonight. Firstly, I'd like to say that Australian science is still a very long way to go in realising its full potential. I mean, who here tonight can tell me precisely what percentage of Australian gross domestic product is spent on scientific and industrial research? I can. It's approximately 0.753% per annum, taking into account economically geared elements. And speaking of elements, in what year was the alkaline earth metal element radium discovered? Barry, 1898, by the French female scientist Marie Curie. But back to the... What? Maureen, how can you do this to me, you bitch? I'm coming over, Maureen. I'm going to get in my car, I'm going to drive over, and I'm going to kill you, Maureen. I've got a gun, Maureen.
Colin!
Don't try and stop me, Frank. I'm gonna kill that bitch, Maureen.
Maureen?
Yeah, Maureen.
No, Colin.
I'm going over there, Frank. Don't you try and stop me.
Come on, Colin. Just think what you're doing for 1 minute, will you? Think. Come on, Colin. No, the car keys.
What?
Do you realise what percentage of road accidents are caused by drink drivers, Colin?
No?
Over 45%. 45%. Come on. Give me the keys and I'll drive you.
No, get out of my way.
Give them to me, Colin!
No.
Maureen.
Maureen, you bitch. I'm going over to your place to kill you, so go home.
The car keys, Colin.
No!
Colin, do you realise what percentage of road accidents are caused by drink drivers in this country?
45%?
You're still gonna drive. Give me the car keys, Colin.
Get out of my way. I'm driving over to your place to kill you. So you better get going. Well, what's that? What's that?
It's a bus timetable. It's for you, Colin. Take it, please. Look for yourself. There's a bus that goes right to my place, the 1016.
She's right, Colin. You could be there in 10 minutes with the new Met transport system, and the buses are very comfortable. So give me the car keys, Colin.
No, I'm gonna drive. You can't stop me.
Okay, stand back, everyone. I'll handle it from here. Okay, Colin, mate. Why don't you have just a little bitty puff into this bag for me, Colin,
Look,
mate?
I can drive, I tell you.
How many times have I heard that before?
No, get back! Get back!
Don't do it, Colin. I'll drive you.
Here, mate, you can come in my car. You can have the siren on.
No!
Listen to me, Colin. Listen to me. Every year, the numbers of people killed or maimed on our roads is increasing at an alarming rate. Ours is the highest toll in the world. If you don't believe us, look at the figures here.
I know.
Look here, and look at the percentages here.
I know. 45% of all road accidents are caused by drunk drivers, but I don't care. I just don't care.
A further 30.3% are caused by drivers having to swerve to avoid foreign objects. It's okay. He hit the footpath.
Oh, thank God.
When you watch the news, you want more than just news. You want the Eyeball News Team. 5 committed individuals that give it to you straight. Dirk Hartog, a tough, dedicated professional who enjoys the company of small children. JoBeth Jo, getting ahead in a man's world because she can handle the big ones with her eyes open. Pixie Ann Weekly, she sniffs out the news stories no one else will touch. Redmond Herring, risen from the ashes of personal tragedy, he's back with his own brand of spirited reporting. And Sonny Gales, a qualified meteorologist with a sense of humour. The Eyeball News Team, first at 6 on 7, 5 days a week, 5 till 6, 2 days a week, weekends excluding public holidays and telethons.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to present the most astonishing magic act in Canberra, the ever-durable Johnny Howard. Take it away, Johnny. Yeah, hi there, everybody.
And to help Mr. Howard with his remarkable act, please welcome his trusted assistant, Andrew Bleaker.
Phew, this is hard work.
Oh, give the bloody thing to me, Andrew. Cop that. Dum-dee, 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 dum. Makes me proud to see such a professional team in action, eh? Oh, that's nice, Andrew. Just a little bit higher on the left shoulder blade, please. Thank you.
Born in what? English Midland City? Yes, Barry once again. Easy one there. It was Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, on June the 20th, 1847. Now, as to the institute itself...
Hi, I'm Xavier Liar.
And I'm Craig DeShonko.
Liar and DeShonko,
licensed real estate agents.
And what real estate tip have you got for us today, Craig?
Thanks, Xavier. Well, a lot of people come into one of our 28 easy-to-find offices, city and suburbs, and say, Craig, what are the rules for buying real estate?
And of course, Craig, there's only 3 things that count when it comes to buying real estate.
Correct. Money, money, and money.
That's a great tip, Craig. Remember, if it's real estate you're after, you need Liar
and DeShonko,
where your property is our property.
Comprare di Liar e DeShonko, dove tua proprietà è tua proprietà.
Xavier Liar, Liar and DeShonko, licensed real estate agents. Your property is our property. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the French have a saying when it comes to real estate. There's only 2 things that count when you're talking real estate. Location, location, location. And the property that I am privileged to offer you today has all 2 of them. What you are buying here today is purely and simply location. Now, it's close to all the major arteries, rail, road, air, even sea. And if you are expecting, say, a shipment, let's call it a container, then what a comfort to know that you are within a short 2-minute swim of the major international shipping lanes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to offer this particular property on the market, a 2-storey Cape Cod-style fisherman's cottage in cul-de-sac location. Who's going to start me off? Make no mistake, we are here to sell. Who's going to start me off? Will we call it 500,000 then?
Excuse me, I wonder if I might have a word with the new owner.
I'm the new owner.
Oh, are you? Fine. No worries, no problems at all. My name's Victor Churnside. I'm from number 23 next door, and you must be Gary Arthur Streeton. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Look, there's a few things I'd just like to run through with you, if I may.
Well, look, I'm kind of busy
Did
at the
you
moment.
pay $207 for this place?
Yeah.
Wonder what that makes my place worth, eh?
Hi, Pat. Hello, Pat. Have you met Pat? No, I haven't. How do you do, Pat? You must be Pat's friend.
Hi, I'm Barbara, and I was just wondering...
No, look, I'm sorry. You'll find the Barbaras are over there. Right, well, we'll just get a few basic details from you, Pat.
Do you wear flesh-coloured pantyhose?
Yes, I do. Have you ever shopped at Laura Ashley?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever shopped anywhere other than Laura Ashley?
Once?
And that was?
Fletcher Jones.
Does your husband employ you as a secretary and claim you as a tax deduction?
Oh, no, he doesn't. But we do have a small business which I deliberately run at a loss.
And that would be maternity babies or designer children's wear?
Designer children's.
Right. Now, the kitchen. French, provincial or Vogue living?
No, fully appointed, kiddie-oriented rumpus room cum dining area, cleverly adapted to the rear of an Edwardian family home, complete with exposed beams.
Gaggenau appliances?
And a Miele dishwasher.
Right, one last question, Pat. Is your husband circumcised?
Oh,
Little confession I'm going to have to make here. We're pitching for your whole Christian TV campaign thing, mate. It's completely revolutionised the way we're doing things down here at the agency.
Absolutely. Ah, that's very pleasing indeed.
I mean, mate, we turn over a hell of a lot of campaigns down here at Brent Smythe and Barry, but quite frankly, your little Christian concept, mate, we don't like it, we love it.
Absolutely. It's fantastic concept, tremendous potential.
Barry read your book.
In fact, I read both of them, Brent. I read the Old Testament and
the other one.
Yeah, anyway, I read the whole thing through in one night from genetics to revelations.
Mate,
fantastic.
Better than the Thornbirds.
Absolutely. I think the concept that really leaps out here is the whole idea of Christmas, with particular reference to presents, the giving and receiving of presents, buying and selling of
I could be
presents.
wrong, but I can see the day when you can tie in your whole Christian concept thing. I'm going, wow, Lynn, tying your Christian concept thing with sort of Christmas time. You get it? I mean, I can see that your whole Christian concept is going to be bigger than Garfield's.
This has got right off the track.
Exactly. Couldn't agree more. Tell you, let's have a look at the commercial. We've got one here for you. I could be wrong, but I think there's an industry award in this little baby. Set your eyes on this one. Have a look at this.
This is Eve, the original woman. She's got something for the original man in you. Why don't you step into a church nearby and get tempted?
Are you planning to keep the television in this front room just here?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, you see, that might create a bit of a problem because I keep my pigeons just on the other side of that fence, and especially during the racing season when they're in training, it wouldn't do to have them kept up, you know, all night with people shooting guns and that sort of nonsense.
Well, we don't watch much television at all.
Good. Shall we say 8:30 then?
Sorry?
No television after 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Space. The 3 years between elections. These are the voyages of the starship Free Enterprise. Her mission? To explore untested policies, to raise new taxes, to boldly go where no great world leader with charisma has ever gone before.
someone sitting in my chair.
Ah, relax, Pop. It's just young Creon the Simon. He's fresh from the academy, you know.
Creon the Simon reporting for duty, sir. It's the Accord. It's overstretched. Take her up.
No, Creon, you darn fool. Why don't you take her down? Down.
Left.
Right.
Rightish.
Leftish.
Centre left.
Centre right.
Last people had cats. You ever seen a maltreated cat let loose in a pigeon loft?
I can't say I have.
Dismembered Prince Pegasus, the Roy Boy III, and 3 of his best concubines, just like that. Killed in a flurry of feathers by an animal that should never have been allowed to be kept on a suburban block. That man was a criminal. Made my lie look like a massacre. I found one of the prince's legs about 3 weeks after the night of the cat. Still had a note on it. Left Ballarat, 9:15 a.m., location 112. Still got the note and the leg. So it mustn't be maudlin. How often are you planning to cut the nature strip? Oh, just one more thing. If any of your plants grow over my side of the fence, I'll just cut them off and drop them back on your side, shall I?
Fine.
Tremendous. You know, I don't often click with people, but I think we're going to get on just fine.
Well, I find that's going to be very important, especially for what we're going to set up here.
And, what might that be?
Oh, it's a rehabilitation centre for Aboriginal alcoholics.
Welcome to Eyeball News, first with the last with the first, and most with the least. I'm Jo Beth Joe.
Hi, and I'm Barbara Walters, the Keno man, sitting in for Dirk Hartog, who is still enjoying that unexpected holiday.
And where's that postcard you promised, Dirk? Now, tonight's main stories. Querulous quail queries, quirky Kiwis, and South Seas ship schmozzle shapes up to shatter ANZUS security.
Besieged Bond, beached by broadcasting broadside. The battered blimp favours Chile for fun, fascist future.
Leaderless libs, limpers, right-wing rips off rudder, sacrificial victim McPhee, McFearless in face of McFiery, McFracker.
And on a lighter note, clickety-click, 66 and 6, 72 trombones led the big parade today.
Embattled Liberal leader John Howard, in an attempt to revive his deflated popularity, tried to cross Lake Burley Griffin in a hot air balloon fuelled only by Liberal Party policies.
Following Mr. Howard's rescue from the icy water, he was wrapped in a warm blanket and taken home for a nap.
Qantas today demonstrated the new cost-cutting measures that it will be adopting from next month. Qantas flight QF53 from Bangkok today demonstrated how, in a fuel-saving measure, engines will be switched off for the final approach to Sydney's Kingsford Smith Airport. A Qantas spokesman said switching off the engines should also solve a lot of the Sydney Airport noise problems.
And in an eyeball scoop, our hidden cameras at Sydney Airport caught a prominent American bagman handing over a payoff to a local godfather. Underworld sources said that the payment guaranteed continued good relations between the two organisations. And now it's over to Redmond Herring Proprietary Limited.
And now to New York for an exclusive story about a $600,000 bottle of 200-year-old vintage wine, which has apparently been accidentally smashed. It appears that some bloody fool of a waiter... How could he do it?
We seem to be having some technical problems with that story.
And more drama in Queensland as they're hit by the second flood in 6 days. 6 pick-up sticks and wash them away. And they've had lots of rain, millimetres, 158, shut the floodgate. Emergency services reported 6, sweet 16, young children swept away to their deaths. Very, very sad. Joe?
Thanks, Barbara. Mr. Hawke today introduced the legislation that will ensure that no Australian child will live in poverty. The new bill redefined a child as anyone over the age of 25 earning more than $50,000 a year.
And now time for the IC poll, where you, the viewer, get to have a vote. If you want to vote yes, ring 1194. For a no vote, ring 1196. Shut the floodgate. We'll bring you the results of that poll later on. Joe?
And now to sport with the lovely Pixie Ann Wheatley.
Thanks to lovely Jo Beth Joe. And in sport, Monaghetti mauls marathon men in memorable massacre. But Deke's weak and he seeks easy street. And Greg Norman claims he's in the pink. But the great white shark looks black and blue and sees red as his form pales on the green. And I just got back from the ball in the basket centre. That's the big building with the hoops and baskets and things. And there was lots of really tall men. And I spoke to Andrew Glazed, who's one of the tallest, about why he likes dribbling a lot. So anyway, Andrew, you're famous, best remembered for having helped Seton Hall in America come from nowhere to somewhere, and for your Olympic basketing thingies, and it's sort of been like a Cinderella fairy tale story rise to fame, except that you're a boy. So anyway, Andrew, you're very light-skinned for a basketer. Is there a reason for that, or are you just wearing like a lot of makeup?
I'm really not too sure, no. I just think I am fairly light-skinned.
Just kind of pasty boy, right? So, Andrew, all the talk about you becoming a pro, but wouldn't it be better to stick to your basketing?
No, actually a professional basketball I think they're referring to there.
Oh, right. I thought maybe you're spreading yourself a bit thin. Andrew, you've been really successful, and I guess the question that's on everyone's tip of their lips and tongues is being really tall good for a basketer?
Our advantage is to being tall, especially on the basketball court.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't try it. Andrew, with all those black guys and you were the only odd one out and, you would have spent a lot of time in the shower with them, And I'd just like to know what they say about black guys. Is it true that it's like about their hair being really hard to wash? Is that...
Thank you, Pixie Ann. And now to the weather with our merry meteorologist, Sunny Gales.
There's a cool change coming through tomorrow after this recent spate of warmish weather, so it's a good time to be snuggled up at home. At home with your wife, if you've still got one. Cool change. Have you ever noticed how your moods fluctuate with the changes in the weather? Mine certainly do. When it's cold and grey and wet, I get really very depressed. But when it's fine and sunny, blue sky, nice day, I get mildly depressed.
Thanks, Sonny. Well, that's it from both of us at the news desk.
And remember, no news is good news.
On Eyeball News, the news.
News. $600,000.
Well, who is she, Barry? Barry, you haven't got a sister. You spun that one to me last week. Barry, I am sick and tired of all the lies. This is no good for my self-esteem. I'm sick of it. I really mean it this time, Barry. It's over. I never want to see you again, ever. What time it is? Okay. I don't want to. All right, just once. Barry, you're an animal. Okay, bye. Men are such bastards.
Yeah, real bastards. Actually, in my opinion, a lot of men, they just use women as sex objects.
Oh, Ross, you're extraordinary. You are the only man that I know would say something like that. I mean, nobody else even thinks of it.
Thanks. And, a lot of guys just after one thing.
Oh, Ross. What makes you so different, I mean...
No, I'm not really all that different,
But you are. I mean, there is no other man that I could talk to the way I talk to you, I mean, I feel really warm towards you and close to you and... I don't know, it's just like having a best girlfriend.
Thanks.
And I really feel like I can talk to you about anything, God, I wish I was attracted to men like you.
Yeah. And what sort of men are you attracted to, anyway?
bastards. Most women are attracted to bastards. I don't know, it's got something to do with self-esteem or something, I don't know.
Wait a minute, did you say most women are attracted to bastards?
I'm afraid so.
What is it that these bastards do that make them so attractive, you know?
Well, I don't know, I mean, they're forceful and they're dominating and they're fantastic in bed. And the classic thing is they sleep with other women.
What, you mean they're already sleeping with one woman and then they sleep with another woman?
Maybe more than one.
I wonder how they get started.
In my profession, you know, making economic statements every 5 minutes, the game is played hard and the stakes are high. So it pays to seem confident and look good. That's why the only aftershave I use is egg. Egg. Put it on your face.
So, let's have a look, shall we? What do you do for a crust? What was it?
Public servant?
Oh. Yeah, well... What department are you with?
What, Consul?
Relaxation. Could be any of them, couldn't it? Prepare the anaesthetic, would you, nurse?
Taxation.
Actually, I don't think we'll be needing that after all, nurse. Get me that long, pointy thing I use for teasing out exposed nerve endings, would you? Good. Actually, you know, some arrogant, jumped-up little bastard in the taxation office disallowed a perfectly legitimate expenses claim I made last year for a dental convention in Hawaii. Can't remember his name. What was it? It was something like Butler. Cutler. That was it, Cutler. Wait a minute. Your name's Cutler, isn't it?
Oh, no, yes, it is Cutler.
Oh, well, still, there must be hundreds of Cutlers in the taxation office, eh? Yes, I should think so. It's a very unusual first name you've got, though. Rudyard. After Kipling, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose there'd be too many Rudyard Cutlers in the taxation office. Just you and that chap who disallowed my expenses claim last year, eh? Still, I don't suppose it'll happen again next year, will it? Good. Sucker.
Everyone loves a party, and what's a party without a few cleansing ales? Now there's a cleansing ale that really cleanses. Duck Carpet Lager. This new beer from the House of Duck contains active cleaning and deodorising agents. So while you're having a great time, this is one beer that's still working. Duck Carpet Lager. And the better time you're having, the harder it's working, because the more you spill, the cleaner your carpet gets. Duck Carpet Lager. Thank you, Mr. Duck.
Welcome back, I'm Mark Time. As I said earlier, raising children is not only difficult, but it's, as we all know, expensive. But that could become a thing of the past if American mother and child psychologist Sue Chambers' idea catches on in Australia. Joining us today from America, Sue Chambers and family offence attorney Goodwin Proctor. Sue and Goodwin, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Sue Chambers, you and Goodwin have created a family contract with your children whereby they must agree to pay back every cent you've spent on them, is that right?
Yes, that's right. That's very right, Mark.
And where did the idea come from?
Well, to me, being a parent is a truly joyous, wondrous life experience. But at some stage, I realized, hey, someone's going to have to pay for all of this, and it wasn't going to be me.
Goodwin Proctor, you devised the contract between Sue and her children. At what age should the parents have the family contracts drawn up?
Well, that's a kind of personal thing, but we advise that the child should sign the contract on the day of birth. That's what we did with Sue's kids.
How exactly?
Well, you know, we use a little thumbprint or something at the bottom of the page. Anything that'll stand up in a court of law.
Sue, your son Eddie, he didn't like the contract, and you had him legally removed from the home. What happened exactly?
Well, Eddie, who I love very much, claimed in a court that he was the foster child from an unmarried pregnancy and, as such, owed me nothing.
How old was he?
Eddie was 5½.
And Sue's daughter, Rebecca. Goodwin, you helped Sue to sue Rebecca, didn't you?
Yes, I did, Mark. Becky was claiming that Sue's breastfeeding charges were excessive and that she hadn't been toilet trained properly. In fact, what she was trying to do was get out of paying the $500,000 that she owed Mom.
And did you win?
Yes. We sued her, so we'd asked for $2 million plus costs.
Right. And Goodwin, under a family contract, what does a child have to pay for and how much?
Well, charged to the child's account would be the normal monthly family costs. Room rental, $400, diaper hire and service, $200, car baby seat hire, $100 a week, bedtime stories, $5 a minute, $20 for repeats, and so on.
Goodwin, you have fines for child's bad behaviour as well, don't you?
Mark, let me stop you right there. We don't like to refer to it as fines. What we like to call it is stress tax.
So what are some of these stress taxes we're talking about?
Well, it depends on the degree of stress. For verbal or physical first offense, it's $185. Screaming match in the supermarket, 2 to 3-year-old, $300. Eating snails, $50 per snail. A child holding its breath, well, that's $500 a second. And, of course, a baby appearing dead in his cot but is actually asleep. Well, you do that to a parent, and we're taking $3 grand at a time.
Well, that all sounds pretty reasonable to me. All right, Sue and Goodwin, we have to leave it there. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Mark.
And we'll be back in a moment.
We love you, Australia. Don't forget to buy Sue's new book.
Yep, out next month.
Space. These are the voyages of the spaceship Free Enterprise. Her mission, to boldly go where no great leader with charisma has ever gone before.
Right. Left. Down. Oh, why don't you let go, you stupid argumentative twat. You stupid twit.
Buttons. You're never here when I need you.
Chief Engineer Buttons reporting, sir. I am, Bob. We've lost direction. I'll just take this down to the workshop and restructure it.
Stop it, will you?
But, Bob, he's after the job I'm after.
Pop, take over the bridge, will you? Care for a round of space golf, young Creon?
Good evening and welcome to my world. Tonight we continue our excellent and controversial series on housing in the 80s, the great Australian dream. Tonight we take a look at the bricks and mortar, tooth and nail, blood and guts, dog-eat-dog world of real estate salesmen. Where do they come from? What is their motivation? What makes them do what they do? Sit back, relax, and watch with me, Making a Killing. Thanks, Jeff. Barry.
Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are we ready to start the course? I'm going to start the course now.
Move it along, please, ladies and gentlemen. It's a hot day. I don't want to waste your valuable time or mine.
Anything to make us sell. Sucking up and being nice.
Sucking up and being nice.
Anything to get the price.
Anything to get the price.
First call.
First call.
Second call.
Second call.
Third, last and final call.
Third, last and final call.
Sold, ripped you off. Huh!
Right, you're all here because you want to be real estate agents. Can anyone tell me how much you might expect to earn in an average year as a real estate agent? Anybody? Well, someone start me off. I'm in your hands. Do I hear 50,000? 50 over here. Do I hear 60? 60 down here. 70, 70, 80, 80, 90 in the front. Your cellular phone is your best friend. I want you to sleep with it, eat with it, touch it, get to know every inch of it. I want you to know every possible number that you could dial on it. Because the time will come when you cannot be contacted. People are anxious to close a deal, and this little device, ladies and gentlemen, will save your bottom. Are there any questions? Are we all done? Are we all silent? I'll just step inside for a moment.
Over here, this group are learning to ludicrously undervalue properties so as to attract potential purchasers.
So how much do you think the property will bring?
Oh, it's difficult to say. You know, I'd say go around the $14,000 mark.
Oh, yeah, on a good day. You know, you could be looking as low as 12,000.
Yeah.
Is that all for this mansion?
Well, could go a bit high, you know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, well, it just depends on the day. If you get a couple that really want it.
Who's going to start me off? I'll wait here all day if necessary. Who's going to start me off? I'll wait here all day if necessary. We are going to sell. We are going to sell. I don't want you ringing me up on Monday morning telling me you'd wish you'd bought the place. I don't want you ringing me up on Monday morning telling me you wish you'd bought the place. Make no mistake about it. The property is on the market. Make no mistake about it. The property is on the market. Right, we all know how important the car is. It enables us to spot a potential customer. It also enables us to double park outside an open for inspection property. It also contains one of our most valuable weapons. What is it? Failure.
The car phone? Mate?
Correct. Today we're going to be looking at car phone holding techniques. We're going to be learning to hold the car phone up as high as possible so as to maximise visual contact for the greatest number of people. Hooker, you try first.
How many bedrooms is it?
How many kids have you got?
Has it got a car park?
Plenty of potential here.
Is it renovated?
It's got a great backyard.
Been restuffed?
The capital of Portugal is Lisbon.
What are the terms?
Neil Armstrong was the first... I don't know! Somebody tell me! I don't know! What is it?
Don't you talk to me about disabled people. All this hoo-ha and carry on just because a bloke's got no arms or no legs or a plastic bag where his old fella used to be. You're supposed to feel sorry for them.
I fought in 5 world wars.
So did I. We never had the good fortune to lose an arm or a leg, did we?
No free crutches for us, oh no.
Yeah, no such
Shocking
luck.
criminal.
Shocking criminal.
Oh, and look at these blind people today, clogging up footpaths, shuffle, guide dog poop all over the train platform.
Yeah. Pestering you to tell them what colour a bloody flower is, chipping the paint off your pickets with that stick of theirs,
Hogging the best seats on the bus.
That's the one just inside the front door. Yeah. To my way of thinking, this city's public transport would run a lot better if it wasn't for blind people falling down the steps, getting caught in the wheelhouse and then dragging along behind. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Don't you tell me. Oh, criminal. Epileptics.
Oh, epileptics.
Epileptics. They're the worst.
Oh, true. Lying there, twitching right across the footpath and not so much as a by your leaf.
Flashing those cards that say, "Help, I'm choking, fish out my tongue." Not me.
How do you know where it's been?
You don't. They had a whole year, an International Year of the Disabled. International, 365 days of cripples and loonies. What about the real disabled, eh? What about my urethra then? What about the year of the burning Percy, eh? What about people with real problems, eh?
A year of the bespectacled.
A year of the below average height.
A year of the ill-fitting denture.
A year of the can't get it up anymore.
Criminal, shocking, terrible, and they have all these telethons.
Telethons.
I don't mind telethons. They give jobs to disabled performers.
Yeah, and disabled TV performers give people a lot of pleasure.
Molly Meldrum.
Brian Buring.
Tim Webster.
Terry Willisey.
I'm Darren Hunt. Tonight, a story so shocking, so bizarre, that even this tough, bearded media giant is horrified. I don't like to be the one to say it, and I'm not saying it just for ratings purposes, but Neighbours is not real. That's right, Neighbours is a fake, a fantasy, a hoax. Our investigations reveal there is no Ramsay Street. That's right, no Ramsay Street. The so-called Robinson family does not exist. Kylie Minogue is an actress, Jason Donovan an actor, and the list goes on and on and on. Yep, that's it. The whole thing's a fake, a fraud. And if you don't believe me, ask yourself this question. When was the last time you saw a current affairs story on Neighbours? When was the last time you saw a story on Neighbours about talking dolphins or queue-jumping Asian pedophiles losing licences? Where's the shame file on Neighbours? I don't like saying it, but Neighbours is nothing more than entertainment. I'm Darren Hunch. That's life.
Hi, and it's time once again for tonight's Keno Draw. If you're in a syndicate, I hope everyone falls. I hope you're first up, and it's away we go. Isn't it exciting? 30 days. Half September, Abe, and the next number 14 days in a fortnight. 7 days in a week. 24's come 3 8s are 24. 44's 6 and 2 and 8, and it's 10 and 44. And lucky last 17. Who's the queen?
Into ecstasy. Woo! Berserk. This week they're all doing the latest designer drug, get this, called agony. Berserk. Okay, let's check out some of the really funky punters. Woo! Hi, guys. Whoa, hi. How goes it? Hey, say howdy, Cowdies, right across Australia. You remember me? I'm Focaccia, and you're on national television.
We don't like your television.
Oh, berserk. Neither do I, darling, but it pays the bills. So what do you do?
I am Ursula.
Oh, okay, Ursula, but what do you do?
I am from Berlin.
Berlin? Which side of the wall?
The inside.
Oh, inside, I get inside.
This is television. Hi. Hi, everyone.
Berserk, what do you do?
I'm from Mars. I'm coming to get you and all your little babies.
Hugo, and this is Pog. Smile, Pog. Smile for the little club camera.
Okay. Okay,